Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's Niall and Tomas from niallpoint.com, and we are back with what is already the final reaction video for UMK 2025. Can you believe it? It's gone super fast.
A little sad, actually.
Yeah, it is kind of sad. Don't worry, we're going to give you lots of content in the future. The final song has come out for UMK, and it is, of course, Erika Vikman and her song Ich komme. Yes, she has arrived. See what I did there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You see? Yeah.
It can anyway, be sometimes, guys. Yeah, that was totally unscripted.
and you were like looking at me like like it didn't drop for you for a couple of seconds.
No, because I'm not used to it being funny.
Anyway, before we get into that reaction, please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It really means the world if you do. If you would like to keep up to date or check up on any of our previous reactions to the other UMK songs or any other content for that matter, you can just go to niallpoint.com. The link should be down here somewhere. It's where you will find the link not only to this YouTube channel, but also our podcast on whichever streaming service you prefer. And you will also find all the links to our socials. So let's get into the video, shall we?
Yes, I've not seen this yet. I'm very excited.
Yeah, you're in for a treat. This is Erika Vikman and Ich komme.
Oh, wow.
Instantly, this image, fantastic.
This is just...
Are you reading the lyrics, by the way?
Yes.
I love that they're bathing in honey for some reason.
Oh my god, this is insane. I love
it. Ooh, that's a fantastic look. With a cake.
Yeah, I love that she's sort of gone like femme fatale into like this more regal look. Oh.
Oh, all the honey in her hair.
What a messy video shoot.
Can you imagine if they had to reshoot these things over and over again and she just kept having to bathe in the honey?
I wonder how many showers she needs after that.
A lot. It's in her hair and everything.
I love that she's like in her high heels too. Like,
oh yeah,
that's commitment to the bit. Oh, okay.
Comes to a very sudden end.
I mean, so does the subject matter we're talking about potentially.
And I think that's And I think that's probably the only metaphor that she's used, because everything else was pretty literal about this video, about these lyrics. Oh my God, this is insane. It's
I'm going to need to see if
bonkers.
there's a way that we can download the subtitle track so that people who are watching can actually see what the lyrics, because most of that reaction was us just reacting to the video and the lyrics, because there was a lot going on. Right, I need a few minutes to compress and compose myself. I think you needed this when you first listened to it. So while I do that, tell us what you thought. Just drink your tea.
Literally, like, I think I texted you last night, right? At some point, and I said, it's definitely a song. I had no idea what I had expected. I had not expected this, even though the title doesn't really leave much room for interpretation. Like, obviously, it was always going to be a song about the act of sex. I just didn't think it was going to be that literal. Like, she made it literal just enough to make it funny, but not literal enough that if, for example, a kid would read these lyrics, they would know what she's actually talking about. They would know the literal meaning of the words, but not what she actually means
to. Yes.
And I feel like she did that so cleverly, because surely if she had been a tad more literal than she was in this video, that would somehow breach some rules for the EBU, I think. Right?
Well, who knows? Because we've obviously got that song in Malta.
Yes.
That leaves nothing to the imagination.
No. Well, of course, neither of these songs have been selected yet. So really, who knows what's going to happen if they do get selected? I don't know.
I did see that Eurovision posted on Blue Sky earlier, and it made me laugh. They said, well, it definitely is the 69th edition of Eurovision. I like it when Eurovision is a little bit crass that way. To get back to what you're saying, yes, this is not crass in a way that is just crass for being crass, and it's not. Anyone can watch it at any age, and it's only if you know what's going on. Is it dirty, or does it seem like it can be innocent fun for the kids, essentially, because they have no clue. It's maybe just like a love song to them. I mean, technically, it is a love song, just a different type of love. Whereas my thing with Can't is I think it's a bit too on the borderline. Like, I can see if this was to be selected, I can see this being accepted by the EBU. I struggle to see a world where if Can't was selected, it was allowed. I mean, I've not listened to the full song, but just from the snippet I've heard, I just can't see that. But this is the sort of like fun sexual humor that is easygoing. Well, easygoing is maybe not the right word, but it's just like fun, free. It's crazy. It's wild. I mean, it's crazy. It's party. It is Finland. I honestly didn't know what to expect at all from Erika Vikman, because I feel like you always get something different. I've not heard all of her songs, but the songs I have heard have all just been completely batshit, but in different ways. Like I've not been able to be like, I've not listened to a song and be like, that's Erika Vikman. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like, this was wild. I really like the beat. I think even like the intro bit with like just sort of the noises, it sounds so good. And then she like comes onto her and she looks like this femme fatale, sort of like sex goddess type thing. I mean, we are gay men, but she's looking fucking good.
She's gorgeous. Yeah, she's hot as fuck.
And I really did like this. It's one of those songs I think it needs more than one listen to really get an idea. So I'm a little bit like, what did I witness? I mean, that's basically essentially what you texted me last night. At one point, I was like, oh, is it not what you hoped for? She's like, and you were like, I don't know what I hoped for. I don't know if this is what I hoped for, but it's something. Like,
I was confused. I was like, at some point, I was like, am I allowed to like this? Am I allowed to like? I didn't know how to feel about it, and I could see reactions on Blue Sky. Everybody was just like the same. Everyone was just kind of like I texted you. I didn't think that Puppy could be out crazied, but she did it somehow. Or maybe she just did it in a completely different way. I don't know. But it's just like this whole fucking day, the only thing that I could think of was Ich komme. Ich komme. Constantly, it was in my head, and I thought, I don't know if I'm just really horny or if it's just a very catchy song. I just couldn't figure it out. And then I realized this is fucking brilliant. And what I love about this is that even though it is silly and it's bonkers and it's weird, there is there are so many layers to this song. It is, and I was reading comments and I was thinking, oh yeah, that's true and that's true. Like someone said, the way the beat gets faster and faster, it's like having sex. It's like when you start really slowly and then it gets more rough. You go faster until you hit a climax. That's basically what this song mimics. It's just the beat goes faster and faster and faster. And then what I also love, and I think that was Jude that said that, the song cuts off very abruptly at the end. So is this a sort of like is this sort of like a metaphor for the guy coming too early and the woman's orgasm just failing?
Like
yeah, just like, oh, that's it. Or is it in fact, like she said, is it in fact that moment of ecstasy when you do hit your climax? Is it that moment of ecstasy where just everything goes blank and you just sort of like feel like you've died for a second? But just do you see how brilliant it is?
Yeah.
It is.
I think there's layers on layers on layers. We could argue what is the actual meaning of it till the cows come home, but I think no one but Erika Vikman truly knows. And I think no one but Erika Vikman could get us talking about climax on this channel, like in sex in such a way. Okay, like what a chat.
Yeah.
Right. So the important question is, I mean, the answer is this is Finland, so of course it could. Do we think this could win UMK?
Yeah, I think it could. I think I'm not saying it's a dead certainty, because I do feel like I somehow feel like maybe this and Puppy could cancel each other out a little bit, and then we might get a compromise winner. But I do feel like this is definitely a contender, if not the biggest contender. I think probably Puppy is going to struggle more to catch up with this than she is to catch up with. We can't forget that this is already a household name with a lot of Euro fans, not just in Finland, but like everywhere. So people know who she is. I think her video got the most views in the first 12 hours of all the other videos. She's really catching up on all of them. So that maybe gives us sort of an indication, but this could definitely win UMK. Definitely.
And if it was to win UMK, how do you think it would fare at Eurovision?
You see, that's a harder question. I don't. You see, it's all.
What? It's a what?
The puns keep coming. Okay, we gotta stop. I did this last night on Blue Sky as well with Dude, and it was just too much. Anyway, I don't know, because it's really going to depend, and same with the Finnish public, it's really going to depend on whether or not people want something different. If they want something, if people might get sick and tired of Finland sending something crazy. I don't know. You know, we've talked about this with Puppy. Do we want Finland to end up in this never-ending loop of constant sending crazy song after crazy song? So I don't know. I think it could probably be a contender, but it could also just be hated on. You know, like it's a very polarizing.
I said flop, and that's just another euphemism. I can't. It can't be helped. Like,
yeah.
Oh, that wasn't even meant. Okay.
I'll say this: it's definitely one that would stand out at Eurovision, and I think if it makes it Eurovision, there is no way that this does not get a massive televote, right? Maybe the juries could tank it, but televote, and it's Erika. If she pulls it, there are some stellar notes in that song as well. Did you notice? There's some really high notes in there and long notes. So if she pulls that off, who knows what she can achieve?
Yeah, right.
If she pulls that, okay, sorry.
We're going to have to put a disclaimer at the start of this video, I think.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
This is your discretion is advised. I'm glad I always mark the videos as not made for kids.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
right, we've got 7 acts: Nia River, Nelly Matula, Kosti, Vivi, One Morning Left, Goldilocks, and Erika Vikman. Who is your personal winner?
I think it's going to be Erika. But just like, and again, I like every single one of these songs is really good. But I feel like I want to not just look at what is my personal favorite, but also which of the ones that I really love can I see getting a high result at Eurovision.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would argue that Goldilocks is up there for me with Erika. Both of these songs absolutely love. Hitamin Hauta also love that song. But in terms of what do I think would do better, I think Erika. So that's probably why I'm going to put her first. But it's all very close for me.
I mean, out of all the 7 songs, the last 3 songs have been right up my street more than anything. I really enjoyed Nia River as well, and we also, if Finland did choose to go like a more ballady route, they've got Vivi, who would be beautiful as well.
Yeah.
Goldilocks was just ready-made. I think what we said yesterday was this is just pop perfection. Erika is crazy and delightful and gives me all of the joy that I need in my life. But the song that I've had the most visceral reaction to this year for UMK is Puppy. Like, and do I think it could win Eurovision? No. Do I think it could win UMK? Possibly. But the vibes of it really just got me. Like, I mean, I do need to listen to KOMME more because that has just been the first listen there. But my God, the reaction I had to One Morning Left, if you can remember, just like, it was something else. I think I've got to go in vibes on this one because there's some really good songs in that, but that initial grab is something that is difficult to overcome, I think. Yeah,
and you see the funny thing is that's my least favorite of the 7.
Oh, is it actually? I thought you liked it.
I do, and that's the thing. UMK is fantastic once again, so I do like the song, but it is the only one of the 7 that I have not put on my playlist. Actually, I've realized this afternoon. I was like, I didn't put this one on my playlist. I think if it comes on someone else's playlist, I will vibe with it, but I don't think I'll put it on for myself to listen to just out of my own accord. Whereas with Erika Vikman's was on loop this morning as I was driving to work, so. That's the difference for me. But again, it's still a great song. But I'm going to say this again, I really do not want that to go to Eurovision. I think if they send that to Eurovision, Finnish people, do whatever you want, of course. Just it's your entry. But if that one goes to Eurovision, I don't think it's going to go down very well. I think it might just because that one is. I feel like, yes, Erika's song is also wild and it's also bonkers, but I feel like that one is maybe a bit more layered, has a bit more of or a better production. I don't even know what it is. I just prefer that one.
Okay.
I can't explain it.
I mean, sometimes you don't have to. It's all good. Yeah. But that's it. That's the 7 UMK songs. Who is your winner? Let us know in the comments down below. And what are your thoughts on KOMME? Has Erika smashed it out of the park, or has she left you feeling a little bit limp? Sorry, I'll stop now. It's too. It just
don't say hard. Right. Don't say it's too hard.
No, it's just too good not to do as many innuendos as possible. It's so much fun. But yes, do let us know. Go to neilplaid.com. You can see all the reaction videos there and follow us on social media. Keep up to date. And we will see you next time, where we don't know what we'll be reacting to next, but keep an eye out.
Surprise!
Surprise! Keep an eye out, and we will see you then. Goodbye.